How long have you been teaching at Hamilton High School?
I have been at Hamilton High School for 19 years, and this was my first teaching job out of college.
What grades and classes have you taught?
I have taught a plethora of classes. The only grade level that I never taught was seniors. So I taught 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, general, special class program, college prep, honors. So a little bit of everything.
At this point in your career, what is your top priority with your students?
You know, it's interesting because, teachers do evolve over time. People change. I always try to keep my core values. I want my students to have skills going out post-graduation. So like, it doesn't matter if I teach math or English or history. What I want them to do is be able to, function as human beings, out in the workplace. It doesn't matter if you're going to a vo-tech school, you're picking up a trade, you're going to a four-year college. I think there are some pillars that I use in my classroom, like critical thinking, accountability, time management is a huge one. And I also think, empathy, being able to understand each other, and communicating. So once students get out of high school, they have to advocate for themselves. So if you're going to college, mom or dad can't talk to your professor. If you are going into a trade union, mom's not calling your boss. So I like to lead a classroom that is very inclusive, and there's an approachability between me and my students. So I always tell them, like, use this as your practice time in life.
What made you interested in teaching to start with?
I have always wanted to be a teacher. So ever since I was a little girl, I knew I wanted to be a teacher. Some kids play doctor, some people play house, some people play with dolls. I played school. So what I would do is I would set up my bedroom as a classroom, and I had like a little chalkboard. I would invite my friends over. They would be my students. I would give them, math equation problems. Needless to say, I had very little friends.
Tell me about getting this honor of Teacher of the Year.
So I was very surprised. I will say that I was extremely humbled. It really like sends this weird emotion over oneself. I went home that day and we celebrated as a family. We went to the Maplewood and everything. And then just like that night, I actually was just like, I think this is wrong. And it was almost like a little bit of a disbelief. And I know some people might be like, oh, come on, Miss Angelozzi. But no, it was very humbling. And I almost felt like I think they announced the wrong person.